Hey everybody, Tommy G. In this Allied perspective of Easy Red 2, Eric, Pete, and I are going to run through the campaigns as the allies, and so you're going to see it multiplayer with the user interface laid over. Unfortunately, in these first two battles, I didn't realize that for the actor's perspective, I had my microphone muted, so my microphone remained muted for the recording during this. Pete and Eric and I were able to communicate, but you will not hear that coming through. So instead, you won't hear my voice, so just hear the two of them. I decided to run with that as well. But I'm going to do an after-the-fact voiceover, so I'm going to clue you into some of what was going on as it was happening, sort of an armchair quarterback of the event. But after the second battle, you should see a normal recording of the three of us playing. So we hope you enjoy it, and now on to the invasion of France. Okay, so we start things off with the Donchery Blitz in France here on Sunday, May 12th, 1940. And first, we're trying to hook up. This is the first time we're doing multiplayer together and trying to get them to connect right.
Be Louis Blanchard.
So and I'm trying to get them to tell me what their class is, so I know who I can count on.
Andre, I'm going to be Albert Bonnet.
And I ask him what kind of soldier.
The radio man.
And I asked Pete what kind of soldier. And there's a glitch in Discord, so he couldn't hear me. So I stop and I say, Pete, you there? What are you?
Behind you. I'm right here.
And he said, okay, what kind of soldier are you?
I'm just a rifleman.
Louis Blanchard.
There you go. All right, so I tell us to move ahead in covert mode so that my guys get down, even though we're in safety underneath this ridge. I checked the map out really quick. You can see that blue rectangle off to the upper right. Those are our forces moving forward. And you can see the little cross and little flag that's telling us where we need to go. Eric told me our guys were slow, so I said, okay, let's tell them fire at will. They'll stand up. I could see strafing, but I could tell that's coming from one of our aircraft, so I'm not too concerned. But at this point here, we have to cross an open field, so I try and get through it in a hurry, because the Germans are going to be attacking from the other side of this farm complex here.
Behind you.
And you can start to hear the cracks of the supersonic bullets as they fly past. And right here we're thinking, all right, look for cover. Get into one of these buildings.
Who should I shoot? Nope, not
and from here, once we get in the buildings, we can figure out what's going on. So I'm going to go in here and place a marker down to let my guys know to come on in. Pete does a good job there. He is.
I went in the wrong building.
And then he goes outside to do some shooting. I'm trying to take a look at what's happening. Everyone's under fire. But you can see there, as I fire on these guys, whenever they fire a few rounds in, our NPCs on the left there will duck down.
How do I act on it?
When they take heavy fire, and Pete stays standing up. Their tracers are flying past his head. The other guy, and Eric, is standing up behind him too as well, trying to figure out how to call in my smoke, because he's on the radio. But now we're starting to take tank machine gun fire from off that direction, and we didn't know it at first, but there we're under fire. So I go to get inside, and I get hit by the machine gun fire. Now Pete stands above me to see if he can help me, but he's not a medic. But luckily Etienne Mercier comes over and fixes me up. I said, okay, a medic fixed me. Pete says,
no medic?
And I said, actually, yeah, he just fixed me up over here. And then he says, oh. So we're under fire now from this tank from our left. I'm trying to figure out what I can do. I'm not able to call in artillery. At this point, I need to eat something
randomly at this tank.
Full health, and I think I'm going to throw a grenade out there at least. Because I know I have a grenade.
Threw a grenade at the tank.
Eric threw one at the tank, that's good. I called an artillery strike just as my radio man gets killed, which only cancels my smoke previous one, because Eric never called that in. So here I decided I'm throwing the grenade, except I realized at that point we have two soldiers next to it. And I ended up accidentally killing one of our guys.
Ow, ow, ow!
There's nothing I can do at this point. So I go around the back and decide I'm going to fire on Germans as they come at us. I get hit, I pull back, so I can put my bandage on under relative safety.
I have to join in another fire team.
I asked my guys to follow me to just sort of get us back together into a group.
What happened?
So that they're not all
so quickly.
All over the place. I got 2 other guys in my unit. I'm gonna peek around here and see if the tank is still there. Right after I eat another can of tuna to get 100% strength. A grenade
going
flying in
okay,
from
and
that
they
direction.
weren't.
I'm not sure exactly what it is, so I peek around. I look this way, I see a German, I fire on him. I don't quite kill him, and someone else gets a shot off, and that's it for Andre Blanchard. From here, I'm going to try and match up with someone else in the group. My medic dies, and now I'm back out to here. So I try and join Pete, and I'm able to join his squad.
Alright, we're moving up the hill. We're basically coming up the same way we were before.
I don't know which one of these guys is, so I'm joining Pete's squad. I'm going to be Ernest Lefebvre, the medic. So here I'm no longer the squad leader,
Which I assume me.
and I can see
all
the
I did is
Germans
walk.
are attacking the town, and I call it in just to let our other units know where they are. But at this point I realize there's a Panzer coming right for us.
Dead as a doornail.
I throw the grenade, it doesn't do much, and we're kind of stuck here. And he opens fire with the machine gun, and Ernest Lefebvre doesn't last very long. So I decide I'm going to pick Albert Garnier, who's the squad leader for that group. And I'm going to call in an artillery strike and run for whoever my... Well, I get stuck in the bushes, whoever my radio man is. And now I'm on the other side, at least some relative safety. Maybe they can't see me. So I wait for a moment. I can hear some bullets flying overhead. I see Pete is in front of me. So now I decide I'm going to toss a grenade into the group where the tank is. Probably not a good idea, because there may have been tank rounds there.
Gotta respawn.
And I'm running back here to try and take a look at the situation from a bit of a safe distance. I see French soldiers
Is that a German tank?
ahead of me, and now smoke coming in. And this is usually, the Germans are calling this in to mask their approach. So I know on the other side of this is going to be another German assault, so I back up. And here's the nameplate for my character, and where he's from and how old he is.
I'm getting hit. I don't even know where the firing
Because
is.
this adds a little something to it. Now I'm taking fire from behind,
when I spawned in, we were surrounded.
and I gotta see
was
where
in a
they're at.
surrounded
I also recommend
position.
check
Like,
out
what
Pete's
the heck
channel,
is that about?
Pete_J, to show his perspective from these battles. There's some Germans on the top of the ridge, so I open
Find the
fire.
marked area. I can't. Where is the marked area?
Bullet hits the tree. I take the look, see where it came from. Now they're coming from my left again, and I realize this tree isn't great help. There's the Germans. I mean, it's good help, but it's not the greatest. It's something to be behind, but it's not going to last forever. I decided to reload, and now it took too many rounds, and finally it's coming down. I got nowhere to hide. I'm going to have to displace and run back. So here for safety, I don't detect any of my own guys around me. I decide to displace and go backward. That's always a good idea.
I see you.
And now I come up on the ridge, and there's about a dozen or more Germans with no Frenchmen. So I run even further back. I say, we gotta retreat.
Yeah.
And that's Pete's response.
I have no idea what this weapon does.
Here we're at the forward encampment, forward French encampment,
How to aim it.
and I'm gonna take cover here and see if I can use this stump to fire over, and I can't quite get over until right there.
Okay.
There I get a good spot, and I'm gonna fire at Germans as they come at us through the smoke, trees falling on them. I don't see them 100% when I'm firing into figures that are coming from that direction. Hopefully they're Germans. The Germans are laying smoke to advance. I run out of ammunition. I take the aspirin. I grab the grenade. Always grab grenades. Also food and bandages if you can. I probably should have taken ammunition. Now I go back, and we're being shelled by the
What's that?
tank. So since we're under tank fire, I decide I'm out of here. They're hitting this with artillery. I'm stuck. And I'm going to come back from a safe distance behind the encampment to wait for the barrage to
I
finish.
got killed trying to go through this. This guy's junk.
I'm trying
I'm gonna
to
let
take an
me,
eye on these guys. I realize I'm getting
take my
attacked
bandage.
from my right flank. I got nothing in the chamber. I reload. I stand behind the tent
I'm
somewhat
not even sure who's
for some cover.
I'm dead.
It's not, the tent is not great cover, but I realize I'm not in that great a cover, so I'm going to get down on the ground
I don't know.
while I'm
Dead
reloading.
or
Get up to crouch,
dying.
take the guy who is just running at me, And now I see I got more Germans coming at us from the left. I don't know if there's any other squad members still in the spot. I take that guy down, and now I'm Winchester. I got no ammunition, and there's nobody here. So I retreat. I realize I'm the last Frenchman in that spot. I say, we probably need to go back, guys. I hurt myself coming down that hill, and there I see Pete and his new character and their new squad coming back in.
What the fuck are you guys even shooting at?
Counterattacking. And here's one of our planes coming in strafing. So we're getting air support. So I'm going to go and make a charge. I saw that other group run in. Now I'm coming in and I'm going to add to it. And there's a lot of fire. I'm trying to keep our guys on one side of me. I'm trying to make sure there's no guys behind me. I could shoot past them because I'm careful, but they generally, AI don't shoot past you very well. So I'm going to join them up here. I got nothing in the chamber. I'm out of ammunition. I'm going to throw a grenade because there's a cluster of Germans there. Those fast explosions in succession are strafing from above. I was going to help this guy, but I realized there's a medic coming up to help him. Since I got nothing, I go to my pistol. I'm in tough situations, so I'm going to need to check someone else's inventory. And it's Lucien Garcia's. Fortunately, Lucien didn't make it. I take his grenade, this aspirin, and I'm taking some more of this ammunition here. And tuna. I get back behind here. I'm still going to use my pistol because I don't have time yet.
I don't know what's going on.
To reload. Eric's having troubles. You can see a squad leader put a marker on the forward encampment. They want us to hold this position.
Yeah.
But when the artillery comes in, I
Where
displace.
the fuck did that guy come from?
Whenever the artillery comes in, you need to back up. I asked my guys to follow me.
Germans came out of nowhere and just started
I get
shooting
hit.
in the back.
But asking my guys to follow me again, trying to get my guys to regroup. I'm out of ammo. I reload my... I don't know what kind of pistol this is. I'm trying to spot the Germans. I'm getting shot from the left, which is our guys. I'm able to take these guys down with pistol
Like,
fire.
I'm watching
whoever's
these guys
next to me.
fire at shit. Like, I have no idea what
And as it turns out, I wanted to get
You're on
some
top of
shot animation from third person. I get back down and realize I'm not quite 100% health. Things are a little
I just
blurred.
killed the entire squad. I did.
Pete accidentally threw a grenade.
I threw a grenade. Like, oh, what happened?
And then a plane dropped the bomb.
Oh.
A French plane killed them. I need to take my tuna, so I'm 100%. I'm just, at this point I realize I'm going to be a little bit lighter. I'm going to drop my magazines. I don't know if it makes a whole bunch of difference, but it's a few kilograms.
That's pretty great, I mean.
So, since I had the time between
I felt the same
counterattacks,
way, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm shooting our own guys, and then all of a sudden they stopped shooting, they shot me. And I'm like, oh, they must have been the Germans.
taking heavy fire from that direction, I throw a grenade, get back behind the tree. I realize I'm hurt. And I just saw that guy get hit, plus I heard a lot of bullets flying, so I thought, you know what? I don't have control of the situation. I'm retreating again.
My squadron
I
just
see
all
more guys
ran
coming up,
this
and I'm telling them at this point, guys, let's get back to the village. We should get back to this village so we can defend it. And a bomb drops. Explodes right on me. Albert Garnier is done for. So now I try and join Pete. It doesn't work. So in the interest of time, I go with the anti-tank squad. Again, Alfred Garnier is the squad leader. I take a look. It looks like we're getting a lot of strafing, probably from both sides. Massive explosion on the hill, but we've got a lot of soldiers who are racing to recapture. Here's my soldier's name, where he's from, his
Is this a
age.
German?
I like to
It
do that
is.
when I get onto a third-person site.
I just walked into a German nest.
So Pete just got killed walking into a tough situation. Again, I always try and feel it out. It's like from here, I don't know who's winning up there. I can see two of those blue rectangles with the white cross through them. Those are our squads up there. So it looks like it's a pretty fair fight from here. But our guys are starting to shoot from all the way out here in the field, which means it looks like the Germans might be taking it. I'm going to wait for Pete and his group so I can move up with this group. Because I don't want to go up alone.
Why am I out of ammo?
It's good to not go up alone. You want to go up with the squad, but at this point I don't realize I am on my own off on the side. And there I am, and there's a bunch of Germans. And I panic, and I start to get my grenade out, and I get mowed down. I did the thing that I shouldn't have done. Just talking about it. I go up on the side by myself, and I paid the price. Now I'm the medic, Ernest Rue. And I think the Germans have taken that encampment. And they're starting to pour past the encampment to make their assault on Donchery. So they're coming over the ridge. And I would normally not like to be out in the field doing my fighting. But I'm surrounded by a bunch of other Frenchmen. I take a look at the map and I can see there's a lot of us here. But I do see movement fading back to the left, and now there's my order to move and hold back there. So now my squad leader has gone ahead and said, yeah, you know what, guys? They've overtaken that position.
Hold as well. Is that the green thing?
And I tell him, yes. I said, now the squad leaders recognize that we can't hold the field. Let's hold this farmstead here at the edge of town. So I'm displacing again. I'm not calling the shots here. I'm just a medic. And everywhere I go, I'm looking to see any of those like medic symbols pop up to see if anyone needs help.
Shooting at even?
And I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm looking around and I don't see anyone. So I'm thinking, wow, no one's getting hit. Because if they were,
what are they shooting at?
I would see it. And these guys having a conversation off here on the left. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're shell shocked or something. But I go upstairs to take a peek around, and then I realize, wait, the Germans might be coming down that ridge. They'd have a clear shot of me. I thought about going to the house, and I thought, no, I should be out here in case somebody gets hit. I gotta be able to respond. So I peek around the side. I see bodies in the street. I don't see anybody hit. So what that means is those guys got hit, but didn't get injured. They were immediately killed. But I'm still waiting to see if anything else pops up. Now there's my move forward order, so my squad is supposed to be moving forward somewhat. But they're right in front of us. They're not really moving forward much.
Trying to come up over the ridge here.
They're just at the front of the street here. And I'm peeking around. I want to stay behind my squad so I can respond to them. I don't get hit. And there a smoke shell landed right next to me. And I'm thinking, oh crap. This means they're making their advance. I look over there and I see, awesome, we got an anti-aircraft gun that's firing onto these guys. So I think we're going to hold this position. This looks good so far. And when I peek around again, sure enough, finally the Germans call off the advance, and we repulse this wave. They suffer more casualties than us. We take more prisoners.
Don't surrender, you chicken.
It's a good day.
Just running and shooting, yeah.
The second one is the Blitz on stun.
I'm trying to find a safe spot where I can hang up and just shoot the other guys.
And I'm trying to start off quickly as Edmund Collin.
Nope.
I can join Old
Edmund Collin is my name.
I haven't even picked a thing. But
Age.
No, I can't join you, Tom.
Rank, serial number.
I can join infantry fire team.
But we start from the encampment. And here at this point I say, wait a second, we can actually use these artillery pieces. And I wanted to try and test it out. Because these are long range. But now here, you don't really get to see where you're shooting. You're kind of blind. You would have to work with someone who could spot for you and tell you, you know, how to adjust your trajectory. And it doesn't turn much to the right there either. So this really guards the approach to the northwest there.
I'm right next to you, Tom, to your right.
So as we make our way down toward the chalet, we decide we're going to have to defend this against the German assault. I call to mark a spot just to sort of get my guys together and let them know where to go. But then from there I recover, and we slowly begin to approach the house from behind from a safe angle. I engage some troops on the right side because I know they're coming from out in front. I get hit from the right, and instead I need to displace. I get hit again. I got to get inside, but I got to get away from the door frame. And I tell my guys to hold this position in the house. Shots start to hit the house. I run past a couple of my guys. One of my guys just gets hit down. I decide to move him out of the way so he's not taking fire from that direction. And I don't have a medic around me. So I'm looking for a medic.
Somebody just shot me dead.
Here he comes, I believe,
Was that me?
to help that guy and helps him
Were
out.
you
Now here I'm
crawling in front of a wall?
Yeah.
we see an
Oh, yeah,
armored
what?
half-track coming our way.
What is happening?
I call in the artillery as the tracers fly past me.
I'm getting shot by my own guys.
I think I just did too.
And then my own guys are taking fire behind the house, and I don't know how.
Germans
figured it's
just rolled up in a big tank
They're right.
or a big armored car. Started killing everyone.
I'm trying to bring everyone's attention to it.
killed the
What
gunner.
Eric already has. I toss a grenade and get down behind the wall. I wait for a
Oh,
second,
what?
come back over, look around the side. There's nobody with a machine gun on top, so I hop the wall, move up closer. I see if there's someone I can help. Instead, I realize that's a medic. I can help him, or I could take his stuff that fell, but I get hit. So I need to retreat back, get over the wall. I'm going to go around this side of the house and see how we're doing on the other side.
I'm out of ammo.
I tell my guys to move up
I mean,
here
they're
again.
all
I
right
want
there.
them.
They're just sitting right on the other side of that brick wall.
I want them to get together. I fire some shots. I go back behind. I realize there's a half-track that just pulled up. Germans are going to be climbing out of there. I think that was Pete. There's some more Germans coming around. I'm Winchester. I reload. I lean back around. And I fire at the Germans I saw coming up the road.
Why didn't they give me a guy with an empty gun?
I'm hitting the door.
What is the point of that?
I'm going to have to reload here. I realize we got a machine gunner in the farm there.
Oh man.
Who's
That
cutting
was
them down
aggravating,
as they come out in
'cause I was
front.
right there. I had two Germans in my sight. I was the marksman. I had the scope on them. I click, 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 and I start reloading, and I get shot dead. And you're like, why would you get that with an empty gun? Oh, Lord.
Oh, Pete and his woes. All right. I tell my guys to get back in the house. I'm trying to keep them in cover. And at this point, I'm trying to figure out what to happen. So I reload, and I realize I'm going to go take a look at the right flank. And that's when I get hit with the round coming in the door. Edmund Collin is done for. So I pick up Paul Bertrand, squad leader. These guys are firing right over my shoulder. So I say follow to get whoever's near me
Surprise
around me.
out of nowhere. Behind us.
Germans are laying smoke for their advance. I don't know exactly where to take cover. I thought those were Germans, but they're French. There's Eric out front there, out in the open, but we're between waves right now. So we're waiting for the next wave to come in. I throw a grenade. I decide I'm going to go over here. And I realize, oh, maybe I'll take something off this German's shoulder. Ernst Gunther. There's his information. He's got a ton of stuff, but I want his bandages, his tuna can, and his steel-handled grenades. Because I could use those. Plus his aspirin. Then, I'm trying to figure out where the guys are. And where I need to be. There's two half-tracks in front there, but nobody's in them. I don't want to step in front of this machine gunner too much, because he'll open fire whether I'm there or not. So I go around him and I realize, oh, there's Eric on the side. He's firing along, and there's Germans are smoking it,
Trying to get some heal.
which means they're trying to mask their approach.
Can't see.
So I fire into the smoke a little, assuming that they might be coming up behind it, but I realize they can't see me. Now there's a guy. I fire, and in defense, we both shoot at that guy. I think my grenade went too far, but it may have helped. I see a grenade fly over my head. I duck to the side. I just try to see if that works, but it doesn't.
I like the I like the marksman role. I'm up here in the window just popping these guys up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Pete finally settling into something
Yeah.
there. I realized, okay, what can I do? I don't know. I don't remember at this point if I'm a medic or not. So I tried to go back here thinking this might be the medic. And instead I just get bandages, tuna, and grenade between. Or I try to go to grenade, but I'm actually full.
Here they come, here
Between
they come.
assaults. But now we're facing another wave. So I decide I'm going to get in the house. Those two guys are still there. Here the Germans are coming from the woods. They fire a shot. I'm trying to call them out. I close the door to give us a little bit more cover, a little bit more disguise.
Come on, man, Armand.
I'm going to look around the
Armand
side
Laurel.
and fire on some guys coming on the flank.
I spawned in by you, Pete.
But I'm leaning out. This way, if shots come my direction, I can duck back behind. I was telling Pete about that. The
I was
importance of
trying to
leaning.
make the track get going and like turn it around so we could shoot
Oh.
them.
Around targets, and now we got another one coming in, and I get hit by machine gun fire. An MG42 from the half track. Paul Bertrand is no more. I can't join
Who
Pete
the fuck
still.
is shooting me?
Eric's mouth. I decide, okay, this time I'll be a heavy machine. No, I'll try to join Pete. No, it doesn't work. I'll go back to this, and I will be the. I make a comment about not being able to join his team, and I decide I'm going to be a medic again. I can do the most good. And there's my information. I feel like I could do the most good if I could revive people,
Why can't
or
I
even
throw my
capture,
grenade?
capture Germans. I don't know how to help Eric when he calls out stuff like that because I can't see what's happening. There, now you see the symbol that somebody needs help, so I decided I'm going to run across. I'm going to try and help him. But I realize we're taking heavy fire, and I don't know if it's a good idea. But I crouch down, and I help him, and he gets up, and I take fire, I get hit, and I think he might have gotten
Be a
killed
very common name.
right
Mr.
after I healed
Fournier
him.
gets around.
So the Germans are right around the corner. I can hear the engine running still. I toss a grenade.
Check it out, I'm driving,
I
I'm
lean
driving.
around
We're gonna have guys coming
And then
in
I get
from
hit.
the right. Watch out.
in the side of the head from the other side, and he's no more. Now I decide, okay, I'll be Francois
I
Joly,
was trying to run him over. I can't.
heavy machine gunner. There's my information. We have Germans coming up the right flank. I'm not ready for this, so I just hit action fire. They're behind me, I'm trying to get away from them, but then I realize I could be getting shot at from this angle. So I decide to get down here. Now you can see when the tripod stand reaches down, it locks in at a certain point.
Really? Really?
That means I am
Stepped out of the building into a tree, fallen tree, and I got shot and killed.
using the wall to
That is
to
crazy.
hold the gun
Wow.
stable,
Back up
which
here
is a
on
good
the
thing with these heavy machine guns. You want to do that. And generally speaking, you're firing larger
really hope
bursts
I'm
into
shooting the right
crowds like
people.
this.
hill. All these trees.
More
falling
suppression fire. It's going to
Ow.
buy our other troops time to take their shots. So there's a German inside the boundary. I shoot him. A couple more coming over the wall. I got a couple more here. I'm moving hold orders right here in this spot.
you
We're
on a
doing good so
track?
far. I get another German from the side. I almost shot that guy, but realized he was French. And now I don't know what to do, so I'm going to displace, and I recognize this guy's here, and he's a medic. So I'm going to take his syringe, and now, even though I'm a heavy machine gunner,
Run over by you.
I have a dual function of a medic. I can also help people out. So you can do that. Now I can see people who are down, who need help. And even though for some reason, I can't get in the window. For some reason, I'm not a trained medic. I can still help them. And
Yeah,
that
they're just
person
walking into
expired
them now.
before I can get to him. Here, I don't know where the fire's coming from. Looks like it's coming from the right, but I don't have a good shot because of all our guys, so I displace. And from this angle, I can't see them, so I'm gonna go inside. And I realize, wow, the wall's been blown out. There's nothing I can really do from here either. Those two guys are still there. Can I set up on this ledge? And I can't quite get it on the ledge. When I do, it's too close to to the opening of the wall.
What?
Why do I have no weapon?
I also
I
realized
don't even have a handgun.
I
I'm
got
out of
Germans
ammunition.
in here.
So I'm going to help this guy and take him as a captive. So I get out the right tool, the splitter pliers, and as soon as he gets up, he comes under friendly fire and is killed. I don't know if he got killed by that guy or not, but he's not a prisoner anymore. I don't know if Pete did it. I don't think he did, because he has a rifle. So now we're between waves. I'm asking the guys to take stock, see what's happening. I decide I'm going to check this guy. He doesn't have ID, but I'm going to take his bandages, his tuna, and his grenade. And now I got to take cover because we're coming under heavy fire. Those two guys doing their thing. They're coming at us hard on the right flank. I go back to the house. I run into Eric going the other way.
Yeah, all it does is pop up on a radio, like an audio icon.
I'm telling him to get a bandage on,
It's prompting me to be.
but he may not have one. Here I realize,
Well, I guess I don't have it.
I tell him, I say, hey guys, if you need ammunition, you can go to the machine gunner and you can request ammunition. I'm trying to get to it, but he's not doing it. So I keep moving around. I'm gonna go out.
Nobody has ammo.
And I decide I'm going to get ammo out here. Victor Masson. There's his information. I'm going to take his cartridges because I need the ammunition. But we're under heavy fire.
Nobody's got ammo.
He's getting shot. I got to get out of here real quick. Bullets are skipping off the ground. I reload. I see someone's hurt, but I am not going to be able to get out there.
Once again,
They're German. I have to prioritize. Here's a German right here. He shot one of our guys in the back. I didn't have time to get to him, so there's somebody who needs help. But I'm still out of ammunition. I back up. I want to help this guy.
Oh, wait. Oh.
I come up to him. I'm standing. I need to get down.
And
now I need to treat him.
Right next to me.
I use the scissors. He's back up, and he's back in business. Now, I think I gotta hide, except for the fact that I realize we're not currently under major attack. But there are Germans out there, and I can see them behind there. And our guys are firing on them. We're okay for right now.
I just respawned.
More shots are flying over my head, so I can tell we're coming under attack again, and it seems like we're coming from this right flank. So, I think I tried to reload there. I realize I don't have him, but there's a guy down here in front of the wall, so I run over. That's not him. There he is. I gotta go over by this guy. I get the right tool. You do it from kneeling. He gets shot. Now I gotta get out of
Okay,
there.
quite literally just firing into the side of the...
Tempting fate. I don't want to step in front of them while they shoot, so I jump behind. I'm gonna see if I have a bandage, I think. I don't need a bandage. So, I was hitting the B for bandage and it didn't work. I lean around. I don't see anyone coming. I'm going to check behind the farmhouse. See if there's people coming. Sure enough, Pete's dealing with an advance on the left side. I get hit. I tell him, look out, Pete, there's tracers flying. I take the opportunity to bandage myself. While Pete gets the courage up to go back out again.
Where are they?
And take another shot. Eric is on the right flank. He's looking for soldiers on the right flank, but they're coming up the middle. I realize I'm not quite 100%, but I'm slowly healing. I hear Pete calling out. I want to go see what's going on, and I see him get taken down. So you can see there I need to fix him up. And there's a German coming up in the background there.
They're coming up, they're trying to come around this side, though.
And I'm telling him to come back, take cover. Come back, take cover. And he does. Now I go on over here. I'm trying to see where they're coming from. I saw that guy, but I can't quite get a shot off.
Get your tuna, boys.
Pete's telling us to get replenished. I realize I can go up to this guy. He's a machine gunner. If you go up to a machine gunner, you hit F, you can request additional ammunition. So if you're low on ammunition, go up to a machine gunner and hit that F. They'll give you new ammunition, replenish you. You can do the same with medics for bandages. To heal you, you got to drop. But if you walk up to them and press F, they'll give you additional bandages if you're out. Now, I'm trying to figure out who to help, so I decided to go help Pete. And Eric's here too, and I can see the tracers going over them. I was trying to help Pete earlier. For tracers, you see from machine
They're
guns.
coming up the other side.
You don't come from rifles. It's really from a machine
What other
gun
side?
because they don't aim down the
right-hand
sights
side.
as much.
You
Every
want
sixth
to-
round
an
is a
ammo
tracer.
drop. I don't see ammo drop options.
And now I'm trying to help Eric. But what I was saying, I said go up to him and
Oh,
hit F,
come on.
but he couldn't seem to get it to work. Pete's down.
Somebody shot.
I gotta go help him. But what I was
Careful,
saying
there's
is
a guy
that the
out there.
tracers, every sixth round is a tracer round. And the machine gunner uses those to dial in on you.
Stuck, I'm stuck.
So I'm
Stuck,
saying,
stuck, stuck,
take cover,
stuck.
take cover as the tracers fly over his shoulders. So yeah, between every tracer there's 5 other rounds. So now I'm taking a peek again, and I take some fire, so I lean around the
Take your
corner, still
aspirins,
nobody
too. You got
there.
aspirins, take those.
Uncle Pete looking out for us here. These guys are taking fire from both directions.
Aspirin, I think, fills you all the way, whereas the tuna only seems to.
Where is? I don't even see a health bar though.
So I'm telling Eric, you got to go to your inventory to see your health rating, and it shows up on your soldier on the upper left. But here, I'm just trying to figure out what to do, and I'm also looking for people's medic to show up. If they need a medic, I can go help them. There's one, but he disappeared, so he must have got killed. So I ducked back under cover. I see Eric's going around the left side here. A grenade goes off.
Where?
All right, we took that wave down, and now there's a lull between waves. I head back to the house to gather myself and figure out where we're going next. I can see we're dealing with troops coming from the right flank, so I'm going to put this gun emplacement on the wall. And there's too many guys there already, so I think, all right, I'm going to watch out for this approach. And I'll go ahead and get down here.
Where?
And get in a good spot where I can fire, but there's just already too many guys.
Yeah, there you go.
So it doesn't make sense for me to stay here very long. But now here they're coming. You can see them coming across the field.
Oh, Jules.
So I want to lay some covering fire. And now I got hit,
No, I'm dead.
and I'm going over here to put a bandage on.
Instant death.
I wrap myself up. I'm asking about Pete. And just about now, the Germans surrender. The firing stops. And we win it. We hold off the first wave.
One prisoner. They better.